Alright, I ordered a new luggage rack from Amazon. There are no instructions on the Amazon page about how you install it, but I assume there will be something in the package. In fact, there is not, but I will see whether or not I can figure it out anyway. I know that there are hard mounting points under that rear seat for the stock Yamaha, the official Yamaha rack, but I'm not certain that this will actually use them. So that's all the parts that come with it. The plate for the back, 2 bars, and various bolts and nuts used to put it together. So I would have expected it to mount under the seat like the official Yamaha rack does, but it doesn't appear that it does that. I looked at the photographs that they have on the Amazon page for this rack, and what it shows is that this one goes in like that and the other one on the other side. It appears that this must bolt on here and this would bolt on underneath the seat. There are 2 bolts there, so it appears that this is meant to bolt there. I don't even know if that's going to meet. It looks like it's actually shorter. It doesn't look like it's actually wide enough. It's not. It's definitely not wide enough for those bolts. And even if we mount this here, then this plate would be here. And in the photographs, it's supposed to be back here, behind the light, and the plate mounts just over the tip of the seat. So I've put the rack back in the box and I will be sending it back. My final thoughts on this subject are, if you have a 2018 Yamaha MT-07, it will not fit, and as far as I know, there's very little difference in the seats on these MT-07s, you know, from, I don't know, 2015 or 2014 up to maybe last year. I'm not sure about the newest MT-07, which has been revised quite a bit, but certainly mine's in 2018. 2019 will have the same seat. I wouldn't expect any significant difference before or after. So if it won't fit this one, I don't see how that rack could fit any of them. Having said that, I'm also a little bit concerned by the fact that it doesn't mount where I would expect it to do. So the official Yamaha luggage rack mounts up here. So not only is it bolted down here, but that means any weight at the top of the rack is supported by the entire frame of the bike, the subframe. Now this rack, the Mantt rack, it doesn't mount up there at all. It appears to mount here with 1 bolt on the foot peg, and then it appears to mount here under the bodywork on the underside of the seat. Although again, these holes do not line up with the holes on that that rack. Even if they did, would I trust these? Because these would be the primary ones that are actually preventing the whole structure from falling, you know, collapsing down onto the wheel. Would I trust these to actually hold weight on top of that rack? No, not really. Right? They're not on top of the frame, they're not being supported by the frame itself, they're underneath, so they would be entirely dependent on those threads holding them in. I'm not even sure what these are actually mounted in. For all I know, they're just mounted in, plastic. But even if they're attached to the frame itself, they're probably just thin tangs. I wouldn't trust that to be bearing any weight, especially once you're hitting bumps, you know, or on a rough road. Yep. Sorry, I wish I could recommend it, but it's a no. I can't even test it because it won't fit my bike.